I will be the coldest I've been in my life. I will be miserable. It was so in-depth to go back through your life with a fine-tooth comb that I almost got embarrassed to even put it out there to people. That's what you understand, man. Like, even me right now to talk to you, I'm a shy, introverted, leave me alone type of guy. Like, I'm still that mother who is 6 years old, at a play, who can't say his line because I know I'm gonna stutter in front of 5 people. So I walk off the stage. That's still me. So every day I'm fighting that dude. So people think, oh my God, man, you're on a podcast, you look so crazy, so evil. No, I'm trying to be locked into Joe so my mind isn't veer off saying, let's run out the damn door. So I'm not sadistic, man. I'm focused on what I have to do to stay locked into the game of life. I'll tell you this, I started really realizing that when I started overcoming myself, I started getting around these real alpha males, these hard men. I always put people way above me when I was growing up. They had to have a lot more than me to get to where they're at. And a lot of them did. But once you get around the best of the best of the best people, you can kind of start breaking them down and realizing, man, you're just as, but all you did was you hit it better.
There are times that it feels near impossible to become successful, but ex-Marine and motivational speaker David Goggins says that you have to always give it your best. You have to become obsessed with being the best at what you do. You have to relentlessly work hard and focus on what you have to do, even if that means working through your fears. Everyone has struggles, but you have to overcome them. Visualize the outcome. The light at the end of the tunnel can motivate you to be your best. You have to do things that are uncomfortable to grow. Mental toughness comes from facing new challenges. So always work hard and give it all you have, because that's how you can become successful.
Well, what I told his son was pretty much this right here. He asked me a question about he wants to be really good at tennis. But what happens is after I play tennis for a while, I want to go play video games. Because a person that I became obsessed. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it. And I was trying to tell him, once you become obsessed with something, obsessed, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say, you gotta be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being a Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And then you help other people become better. So if your family doesn't understand, why are you so daggone crazy? Because I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am.
You know, the one gift I have, with all that being said, what you just said there, is I have the ability to see the end before the beginning even begins. And what that means is I know that to get to the very end, I can see it right now. So before I went to Buds, I saw myself walking across I saw myself 6 months, a year later, whatever's gonna take me to do it, I saw myself walking across that stage, getting that certificate of graduation from Buds. And I was able to be there at 300 pounds. And that feeling that I was nowhere near that, I was able to put myself there 1,000,000 times, feeling of like, that's what made me suffer. That's what allowed the pain to be real and say, this is worth it. I want to feel for 18 months. It took me 18 to finally become a Navy SEAL, to finally, just get through Buds. 18 months, it's 6 months. It took me 18. I'm gonna put myself through this much pain and suffering for a few seconds. That's all it is. A few seconds of joy. That's what people don't get. So I'm able to put myself at the finish line, even though I have no finish line, but at the finish line of an event before I even start the motherfucker to say, how are you gonna feel at the end of this?
So we live in a world that we want to be as comfortable as we can. And we wonder why we have no growth. We wonder why when the smallest thing in our life gets difficult, we wonder why we cower and we run away. Because we are kind of living our whole life is set up that way. Our whole life is set up in the path of least resistance. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to feel discomfort. So the whole time we're living our lives in a very comfortable area. There's no growth in that. So for me, I realized that. The reason I became 297 pounds is because that was comfortable. What was very uncomfortable was running. What was very uncomfortable was being on a diet. What was very uncomfortable was trying to face things that I didn't want to face. And I also realized when I was really big, I had no growth. Why? Because I was living comfortable. So I realized for me to find growth, I had to face all these different
things that made me very, very uncomfortable. One thing I faced was running. I absolutely hated running. But I knew for me to grow, I had to do this thing every single day. I wanted to start callousing my mind. I wanted to start becoming a better person. And how you become a better person, how you gain mental toughness, how you become the person you want to be, is constantly facing the things that you don't want to face.
Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.